How are you?
This is the Nidal.
Want the children's table here?
This is the children's table, Chris.
The young kids. He's more food, but you get better dessert.
I would be down there if it was the kids' table, you know. I never touch anything else, Dave. Okay, so we're good.
We'll try it. Who knows?
Fingers crossed. I'm recording here too. Good evening, everyone. I'm calling to order the meeting of the April 30th Hillsdale Borough Planning and Land Use Board to order. We'll begin with the open public meeting statement read by our Deputy Secretary Tanya, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
This is a meeting of the Hillsdale Planning Board on Tuesday, the 30th day of April 2024, which is being held in compliance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act and associated regulations. Notice of the time and place of this meeting has been provided to the Ridgewood News and the Bergen Record. A copy was posted on the bulletin board outside of this meeting room and the Borough website and was made available in Borough Hall and provided to any interested parties. A copy of the agenda for this meeting was made available for review on the Borough's website near the posting of the meeting notice and in Borough Hall. Please silence all cell phones. Please wait to be recognized by the chairperson during the public hearing and the public comment part of the meeting. You will need to state your name and town of residence for the record. A copy of below listed applications may be obtained by requesting a copy in advance of the meeting by contacting the Board Deputy Secretary at 201-666-4800, extension 1543, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. In addition, the application documents are available for viewing or download on the Planning Zoning Board page of the Borough of Hillsdale website at www.hillsdalenj.org or by appointment at the Hillsdale Borough Hall, 380 Hillsdale Avenue, Hillsdale, New Jersey, 07642. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
When you're ready, Tanya, we'll have a roll call. Chairman Keith? Here. Vice Chair Reardon?
Here.
Secretary Raymond?
Here.
Mr. Alter?
Here.
Mr. Friedman? Mr. Creed?
Here.
Ms. Guzman? Here. Dr. Weinberg?
Here.
Council Liaison Trohimuk? Here. Mayor Scheinfeld?
Here.
Thank you. At this time, I will open the meeting to the public on any items or issues other than those listed on the agenda below or that may come before the board on another evening. Seeing there is no one here, we'll close the meeting to the public, and we'll move on to our business that we have this evening. First, we have some invoices to approve, and we have a number, so let's start with Burgess Associates. There are 2 bills. There's also a line item which is not attached to a charge. It's the March 12th Patterson Street urban renewal. That is an error. We're just ignoring that as there's no charge for that, but it should be crossed off. So when you're ready, we'll take a motion or questions anyone has.
Oh, we just have one question. No, never mind. Prepared to escrow? These are all escrow accounts?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry, Steve.
No, I'll happily say motion to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Reardon. Motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Friedman.
Chairman Keith?
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon?
Yes.
Secretary Raymond?
Yes.
Mr. Alter?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Creed?
Yes.
Ms. Guzman? Yes. Dr. Weinberg?
Yes.
Council Liaison Trohimuk? Yes. Mayor Scheinfeld?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll move on to Cleary Jacoby Ferry Jacobs LLC. 2 bills for a total, 2 separate bills for a total of $1,732.50.
Another question, escrow?
One is, one is not. 307 Evergreen Street, the first one, which is, I think it's 133345, is escrow, and the Planning Zoning Board matters is just billed to the board.
Thank you. Motion?
Motion, Mr. Raymond. Is there a second? Mr. Alter?
Chairwoman Keith?
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon?
Yes.
Secretary Raymond?
Yes.
Mr. Alter?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Grieve?
Yes.
Ms. Guzman? Dr. Weinberg?
Yes.
Council Liaison Trochanuk? Mayor Scheinfeld?
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to CSG Law. That's our set $1,000 per month for any attorney services. Do I hear a motion?
Just have one question, is this associated to a month?
Yeah, well, it's an April invoice, so is that for March?
Yes, that's
That's for
correct.
March. So maybe in the future, we'll put the month of payment.
Generally, I will say we have a voucher from Hillsdale, but because this is new and his secretary was away, there was kind of some overlap, so we haven't received the voucher yet, but generally I'll ask to make sure that this information is filled out on the voucher.
Great, thank you.
Thank you,
Motion.
Mr. Raymond. Motion, Mr. Raymond.
Second.
Second, Mr. Grieve.
Chairwoman Cates?
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon?
Yes.
Secretary Raymond?
Yes.
Mr. Alter?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Grieve?
Yes.
Ms. Guzman?
Yes.
Dr. Weinberg?
Yes.
Council Liaison Trochanuk?
Yes.
Mayor Scheinfeld?
Yes.
Motion's passed.
Thank you, everybody. We also have an invoice from MSB, that's Nylima's new firm, and that's for services provided February 8th for the board, total $808.50. Do I have a motion?
Motion?
Mr. Raymond? Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Grieve?
Chairman Cates?
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon?
Yes.
Secretary Raymond?
Yes.
Mr. Alter?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Grieve?
Yes.
Ms. Guzman?
Yes.
Dr. Weinberg?
Yes.
Council Liaison Trochanuk? Mayor Scheinfeld?
Yes.
Thank you. And last but definitely not least, Mr. Chris Steele. We have 3 invoices for a total of $810.
I'd like to pass a motion to approve, but Chris, if you could just write which is escrow, if you just put a little memo on here, because I continue to have this question of what is escrow, what's not escrow. Okay. That's all. But my motion to approve.
I think it's at the top.
Did I miss it? I'm sorry.
Hillsdale.
I didn't see it.
Not on the
I'm on
line
his-
item, submittal borough Hillsdale one, on his actual ones with his
Yeah.
The actual invoice.
title.
It's on the second page. And third page.
Okay. Great job, Chris. I'm sorry I missed that. It's just a little clearer when we see it, when I see an escrow account being charged. I'm sorry? Housekeeping.
All right, we have a motion on the floor for Mr. Raymond.
Yeah, motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Reardon?
Chairwoman Cates?
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon?
Yes.
Secretary Raymond?
Yes.
Mr. Alter?
Yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Grieve?
Yes.
Ms. Guzman? Dr. Weinberg?
Yes.
Council Liaison Trochanuk?
Yes.
Mayor Scheinfeld?
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. We'll move on to a few sets of meeting minutes that we need to approve. The first is March 20th, the open minute meeting. So please take a look through those. And as you're ready, I'll take a motion. Thank you, Tanya. You had a significant number of minutes to do.
Mayor, this is the special meeting?
This is the special meeting, but the open minutes.
Open, okay.
Are we voting on both?
Well, we're
One at
doing-
a time.
Because I know there's a correction that you found on the other, so
Yeah.
one at a time.
Motion approved.
Motion by Mr. Raymond, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Grieve?
Okay. I know a couple people were not at this meeting.
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon, Mr. Friedman, and and Council Liaison Trudy Muke. Chairwoman Keats,
Yes.
Secretary Raymond,
Yes.
Mr. Alter,
Yes.
Mr. Grieve,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman.
Yes, for the part I was there.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay. Dr. Weinberg?
Yes.
And Mayor Scheinberg.
Yes.
No, I was recused from a part of the meeting. From the open meeting, I was present. We're just clarifying for our attorney that the mayor and I were present for the open meeting. We were not present for the closed session. Okay, thank you. Thank you for checking. We'll now move to the closed minutes for this special meeting of March 20th. And I know Dr. Weinberg brought up a correction under Bernstein and Associates. Eric Bernstein was not the attorney that was interviewed, so we need to correct the name. Can the committee provide us with the
Ryan Hacks, HAK.
HAK?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments or motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Thank you. Mr. Green?
Second to approve.
Second, Mr. Raymond.
Okay, Chairwoman Keats was recused.
I was
from
recused,
these.
yes.
Vice Chair Reardon was not present. Mr. Friedman was not present. Council Liaison Trujillo was not present, and Mayor Scheinfeld recused himself. So I will take a roll call with Secretary Raymond,
Yes.
Mr. Alter,
Yes.
Mr. Grieve,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Dr. Weinberg.
Yes.
Motion's passed.
Thank you. And our last set of minutes to approve is from March 26, 2024. Please review. And questions or make a motion when you're ready. This is the meeting where we heard the proposal about the school concept project.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Weinberg. Dr. Weinberg?
Mr. Grieve and the mayor were absent at this meeting. Chairwoman Keats,
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon,
Yes.
Secretary Raymond.
Yes.
Mr. Alter,
Yes.
Mr. Friedman,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Dr. Weinberg,
Yes.
Council Liaison Trujillo. Thank you, motion passed.
Thank you, and thank you for your very thorough minutes, including the residents' comments. Okay, we have one revised resolution. This is number PZ 0523. This is block 1622, lot 4, 307 Evergreen Street, Irene Davis Irrevocable Trust. We found a little typo in the original resolution. Correct, Tanya?
Yes, it referenced the pool and patio that was not present at the application, so it needed to be revised.
Okay, so we're...
So I can point that out on page 12, number 8. The original resolution said, replace and expand an existing patio around an existing in-ground swimming pool on the property. That was not for this application, so I took that out. And,
Thank you for checking our resolution so carefully. It's important.
changed what I needed to put in there for what the application was actually for.
And that was page 12. Where was that located on page
If you look at page 12, number 8,
12? Okay.
it originally said to replace and expand an existing patio around a pool and ground pool. Now, it is just to construct an addition to the existing home.
So number 8, is there an
It's been
associated letter?
corrected.
It's been corrected.
It's been corrected.
Oh, this is the
So this was
corrected?
signed at the last meeting.
Okay.
And then when I went to publish it, I was noticed that there's
This is the
problems.
correct revised version we're voting on.
So I spoke to Attorney Liebman, and he said to make the correction, take a vote again, and then I'll publish it in the paper tomorrow.
Do I have a motion?
Motion approved?
Mr.
Well,
Raymond?
actually, I'm sorry, Mr. Raymond, you cannot because you
Oh, I'm
voted
sorry, I had to
against the
recuse. I'm
application.
sorry. Yes, this is
So let me
refusal.
just say,
person that
the
could not.
mayor, sorry.
He's an eager beaver tonight.
The mayor and the
Great
council
job.
liaison, are not eligible to vote on this, and Mr. Grief and Mr. Friedman were not at the meeting, and Secretary Raymond cannot vote. So that leaves Vice Chair Reardon, Mr. Alter, Ms. Guzman, and Dr. Weinberg.
Second.
Oh, okay.
You here for this?
All right, Chairwoman Cates,
Yes.
Vice Chair Reardon,
Yes.
Mr. Alter,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman, and Dr. Weinberg.
Yes.
Okay, great, if I can
Tanya?
make sure.
You were there.
Tanya, when was this passed? I think I was at this meeting.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
But you were not at the,
That's the subsequent. I was at the special meeting after that, but not the subsequent.
He was not just.
you were not at the first,
I wasn't?
let me see,
Thank you.
let me double check.
Yeah, he voted, I remember that he voted.
You did vote on this? I had that you were not at the, did you vote on the application? Oh, actually, it should say right in here. Just give me a second to look.
No
I
problem.
thought you were not at the first one, but I could be wrong. 326? You at the meeting on 326? I have you as here on,
That was-
I'm sorry, I think your dog was ill. You had,
That's, yeah.
that was 326?
We-
So,
Oh, okay, all right, maybe I'm getting
Did we vote on 326? I thought the only business we did that night was the school hearing.
and we voted on
We
that.
started,
We
I
did
think,
vote.
I think we started.
This was the,
That was the second, because they came twice.
Okay.
It was on Evergreen, the one for his mom.
I definitely voted on that, yeah. I don't think this was on 326.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
I think it
No?
was prior to the special meeting,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Yes.
give me one moment, let me look at the minutes.
Tanya, our attorney, has 6 people. Yeah, he's looking through the resolution, it says it was on March 14th, and 6 people
Yeah, I
voted.
voted at that.
March 14th, okay.
Thank you, Ms. Federico.
All right, so Seth was at the meeting then? I'm sorry, I don't have you down as being eligible to vote on that, so Seth. And your vote is?
Yes.
Abstain after all that.
All right, I apologize for that.
Okay. So, can we just say, we're good?
Yeah, just publish it.
Yeah,
And
and
then
just
you-
add him to the motion. All right, we have a few completeness reviews now, and that's really all our business for this evening. One of these, the first one, PZ 0524, Block 504, Lot 7, 11 Ellen Court, Ontario Cortez, covered patio rear setback. This has already been scheduled because of the timing of Passover and how our meetings had to be pushed. We needed to make sure this got on the agenda in the 45-day window. Normally, we would have the police review and then schedule it. So, Chris, we turn it over to you.
Okay, this is a variance application for rear yard setback for an open patio with a roof over it, and a fireplace, outside kitchen. So that's just all it really is. So it's a setback to the rear yard, and it's complete and can be scheduled for public hearing, which already is, so it's fine.
Which it already is. Any
Yes.
questions, not about the application, but about the requirements for completeness? Ed?
Yeah, but does that count as impervious coverage?
What's that?
Does that count as impervious coverage?
Yes, it does, yes.
It does.
Yeah, if you look at the little picture, it's a roof structure.
Then they will need a variance for impervious as well.
Chris, I don't think we got the picture.
Just rear yard setback is all it requires.
So, Chris, because this is on next Thursday already, we'll need pit photos by then, to make sure we have everything.
Yeah, there's pictures. I have pictures of mine, so.
Well, we need copies of the photos. And they're here.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
You should have the 12 cents.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my fault. Tanya did mention that because the meeting is next week, at the end of the meeting, she'd be providing what we need for the hearing, and you can take it with you. That's my fault.
Is it necessary, or should we have pictures with the completeness review? Is that better?
We just need to know that they're in. We don't,
Okay.
we shouldn't be reviewing things without
No
the
worries.
applicant here, but
Thank you.
We checked them on our checklist, yeah. So part of my checklist, yes.
So you referred to it, that's why I'm asking.
Just because I know this was submitted, but that's strikingly close to our 5-year limitation on site plan. So
Surveys.
they submitted before April 11th, I take it? Okay.
It's close.
That's fine.
Good point. Okay, so we'll have a motion to deem this application complete.
Motion.
Mr. Alter, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Friedman?
Vice Chair Reardon,
Yes.
Secretary Raymond,
Yes?
Mr. Alter,
Yes.
Mr. Friedman,
Yes.
Mr. Grief,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman. Yes. Dr. Weinberg.
Yes.
Council Liaison Shulman. Mayor Scheinfeld.
Yes.
Chairwoman Hughes.
Yes.
Okay, motion's passed.
Thank you.
And we're scheduling them for...
It's already
this is
on for May
scheduled
9th.
May 9th.
Next
Just wanted-
meeting, next Thursday. Moving on to PZ 0224, Block 1517, Lot 10, 13, 32 Riverdale Street. Michael and Fran Cantor, existing patio retaining walls and outdoor kitchen, impervious coverage, and patio setback. Chris?
Same sort of application, it's an exterior outdoor kitchen plus a new deck in the backyard, and they do exceed impervious coverage by 4.4%, and the setback to the kitchen is 2 feet versus 10 foot required, so it's an 8-foot deviation, yeah. They're right against the property line.
This is already done. They got caught.
Yes.
This is when they got caught, oh, okay, you
So
realize that.
the requirements of notification, that's been taken care of already? It's complete?
Yes, it's complete, yes.
Any further questions?
Yeah, I just have a comment. You know, we see this all the time lately, of construction without permits, and it's probably another conversation we have to have, not tonight, but we should set up some method of finding either the construction company or the owner, especially when it's this gregarious. You know, the setback is ridiculous on this. And, I mean, if we decide that, well, I won't go there, not gonna go there.
Yeah.
It's a conversation for another time.
Understood.
Thank you, Mr. Alter. Do we have a motion to deem this complete?
Motion?
Dr. Weinberg, and we'll do second, Mr. Reardon.
I'm sorry, second was?
Mr. Reardon?
Vice Chair Reardon,
Yes.
Secretary Raymond,
Yes.
Mr. Alter,
Yes.
Mr. Friedman,
Yes.
Mr. Grief,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman. Dr. Weinberg.
Yes.
Council Liaison Shulman.
Yes.
Mayor Scheinfeld.
Yes.
Chairwoman Hughes.
Yes.
Motion's passed.
Thank you. And one last review, PZ 0524.
When are you scheduling this application for, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. We
You're
didn't
scheduled for May
schedule
9th?
this.
Chairman, there's a, it's right there for you.
So, May 28th would be after the 9th, the next meeting? Do we have anything on for that night, you know?
Nope.
Okay, so we'll schedule this.
No, I have one here.
Okay. Thanks, Chris. Okay. PZ 0524, Block 22-1, Lot 23-5, Strawberry Hill Road, Marion Island, 6-foot fence location. Scott, didn't you have to recuse yourself?
I do.
Is this
I
the-
cannot, yes.
Okay, so you
Planning board
won't,
attorney told me.
you won't be
to-
commenting on this?
I will not be commenting.
Okay, thank you. So Scott won't be voting for completeness either on this.
Okay, he's recused himself from the entire application.
Yes.
No, the customer that works.
Yes. Chris Deteal, can we have an update on this, please?
On what's we talking about?
The last,
Okay, yes, thank you. Sorry. Keep up everybody there. 5 Strawberry Hill, this is an application to replace an existing wood fence along Rockman Road. You see in the photograph there on my report. They want to replace the 5-foot fence with a 6-foot high fence, and it's in the front yard, so it's not permitted. Pretty straightforward, that's it. So, you notice also, if you look in the photograph, there's also a little 2-foot curb in front of the fence. So you've got the curb, then you got the fence on top of the curb.
Isn't it a 4-foot fence that they're allowed? And
Yes.
this is a 5-foot already?
It's 5 foot already.
Okay.
I checked my files, I don't know how the 5 foot was, I have no variance application for the 5 foot. So they want to go to 6.
Mr. Alter?
Yeah, do we have the owner's permission for on-site inspection on these?
I thought that was in the application package, is it not? It used to be. I'll take a look.
I haven't seen the application, because we're just on completeness.
We usually keep that in here so
But
we
it should
can,
be part of the completeness package.
well, it's part of the application to allow, board members to make visits to the site here, but I thought it was in here. I'd have to look. I don't see it here.
It's best to go like when you see a car in the driveway and ring the bell. Otherwise,
I would always suggest if you go to a home, that you knock on the door to make sure there's no dog in the backyard before you start walking around.
I mean, it's got a sidewalk, and it's
Yeah.
on the road.
yeah.
You can see the-
Something you
Actually, I
could
can
say.
point all 3 of these.
Oh, all three? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's the easy.
Yeah, right.
Is that on our checklist, Chris? I don't remember seeing on our checklist permission.
Wasn't really a
to-
checklist, it was in the
It should be,
in the application.
agree to waive their,
Yeah, to allow you on the property,
Usually
yeah.
I'd be holding a copy of the owner's signed on-site inspection order, and when I knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yes,
You had said something a couple of meetings ago that there might be a badge or something to wear if you go to the house?
yes,
You know, I
there's
suggested
a way to get one at
Right,
Camp
yeah.
Law, but still applicants need to know when they're applying that we have the right to do that we're asking to view. But then when you go, you want some identifying info as well. In the interim, you can say you're a planning board member, and Ed was saying having that document shows that you're a planning board member.
Second question, can I go with another planning board, because I don't want to go myself.
Of course.
Okay.
You can arrange
One
that,
other, you
yes.
can't go with 3.
I can't talk
But you,
about-
and we can't talk about the application.
I know.
It's- Yeah, I know you were well
Marty, we'll go
trained.
together.
You got a date.
you can't go in and have coffee or tea.
Thank you for your interest.
So we don't know if we have on-site inspection allowance for these? Do we have the owners?
I think we need the.
I don't see it in the application package. I thought we used to have it automatically in the package to allow the board members to run the property for inspection. I don't know why it's not there, but
Okay.
I'm going to ask our lawyer to weigh in. Aren't you glad you came
Yeah, I
today?
knock on their door. I would prefer that there was something written where they gave the authorization. I don't know if it's in here or not, because I didn't look for that specifically.
I'm sure I've got one I can insert in the
I'll
application
just
package.
review the application as it stands now, and if not, then it should be added to the
Yes.
borough
Yeah.
hall for.
But
Yes.
I also don't see why you can't email it to the applicant now and just say.
We could email these 3 in the interim and then make sure it's added to our application for the future.
Mhm.
Chris, are you okay doing that?
Yep.
Can your office supply a template one?
Thank you.
I haven't one.
So Mr. Sutil is going to email them?
Yes.
Okay.
And check the application packet. And if not, I think we have some members volunteering to provide forms.
I have a form.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Especially without the badges, it becomes important to have it.
Absolutely. We also need to schedule this. Did we deem it complete yet? No? Okay, do I have a motion to deem this complete?
Motion.
Mr. Reardon?
Second,
Second, Mr. Alter.
Okay, Vice Chair Reardon?
Yes.
Secretary Raymond?
Abstain?
Mr. Alter?
yes.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Grieve?
Yes.
Ms. Guzman? Dr. Weinberg?
Yes.
Council Liaison Trujillo?
Yes.
Mayor Steinfeld?
Yes.
Chairwoman Keith?
Yes. Thank you, everybody. We have a few very short discussion items. Oh, we do, this is schedule, jumping ahead. So what do we have? I don't know how long it seems like the May 28th may be like a sticky one
Can I
in
just,
terms of time.
the,
Yeah.
the Memorial Day is the 27th, and I know my kids have off on the 28th too. Is there any? I won't be here, that's all I'm saying.
You can bring them to the meeting if you want.
It's also my daughter's birthday, so I'm definitely not.
We can have a cake here, that'd be fine too.
She's the middle daughter?
sorry to hear that.
Well, what I was going to say is I think we're pretty tied up the 28th.
If we
with
are,
that
then
other-
it's
with-
fine, don't
With
worry
that
about
other application, right? So
I don't know, is that?
what do we need in terms of 45 days for this one?
Well, once it's deemed complete, let's see, hold on a second. You think that the 32 Riverdale Road is going to be,
I don't know. It looks like it's a big one, in my opinion.
That's the one I wish I was going to be
Yeah,
here
I
for,
know
to be
you would like
honest.
that one.
Is that scheduled for the 28th?
Yes.
Yeah,
What's the following June meeting, if you don't mind me
June
asking?
13th.
Yeah, that's pretty far away. Okay,
Yeah.
you do what you gotta do.
I mean, it seems to me like that they're going to be sitting a long time waiting to be heard that night. Can we fit two? What do you think, Chris? You've seen the applications. Can we fit two on the 28th?
Yeah, I think you sure. That'll compel the board to move things along a little, too.
Well,
I think it's cute.
okay. So put them both for 28th. We'll miss
Same
the
night,
meeting.
that's fine. Yeah.
So we're going to put you on the 28th?
Yeah, looks like that.
And what do you have for June? What was the first one in June?
June 13th, but that's a little far out, so we're going to try to put two on. We'll probably need to continue the second one, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. It's just a fence, so we'll see.
That should be easy.
Okay, we good? We're good? Okay, a few short discussion items. First of all, I want to thank both the mayor and our council liaison. I'm showing you because it was the first time in 11 years that I've sat here that I remember actually having a planning board liaison give a report and give a very detailed and helpful report on a planning board event, which was our annual report, and I know the mayor was helping with that as well, and sort of guiding the council about next steps. So I wanted to give you a chance, generally at a meeting when we have a discussion item, doesn't have to be every meeting, to follow up or just provide anything you'd like as a liaison to us in response. Janetta, so do you have anything tonight for us? No. Okay, but I know that you sort of counseled the board to look at our annual report, and do you know the status of that, or the mayor, any follow-up that will happen?
I'm trying to recall, the main issue, I think, was the, front, was the fences in front.
Right.
And we've instructed Mark Madeo to draft an ordinance.
That's coming on the 28th, the same thing. That's what you're hearing.
Yeah,
second
that's what
meeting.
we're going to be hearing on the
Right.
28th, yeah. Yeah.
We're meeting, yeah.
Mhm. So, yeah,
No, that's next.
it's not on the agenda yet, so maybe...
But it's not on the agenda yet.
Not that I know of, no.
No, I've been to the agenda, it's not.
Okay, so just keep an eye, like a reminder to them to follow up with them.
You could still recommend it as, for, you know what I'm saying.
I would be very surprised if we didn't pass it.
Yeah, the majority, the
Wouldn't you?
majority.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for getting the ball rolling and keeping it in play. And, Mike, I don't know if you want to give a very short, there's not much to say yet, just update on how the planning board will be working with the council on moving forward with affordable housing.
Yeah, we have, obviously, round 4 of affordable housing coming up, and we're still closing out the door on round 3. We had a meeting with Colliers today. I created a subcommittee to address this, I guess a mayor's committee for it. And I asked Meredith to put somebody on the planning board. She showed up herself, I guess, on times that she can't make it. We're trying to do it once a month. She can nominate someone else to go in
If
her
people are interested, please let
absence
me
if they
know.
want to. So we have Clementi from the board, we had Mike Casali was there. It's basically, it's the idea of, and we had Mark Madeo there as well. And the idea is to try to get ahead of what our obligation is going to be, figure out what the planning board's role is going to have to be, what the council's role is going to have to be, because this is not going to be a situation where you're going to want to be late to the dance. If we get caught, developers' remedies could cripple this town, as in any town. So our goal is to get out ahead of it. So that's what we're trying to do. Do you have any?
Yeah, well, I'll just say that Darlene Green was wonderful, and she was very happy to see the planning board actually there, because she remembered how counterproductive it was to present to us when the planning board had not been involved in the conversations at all or the updates at all, and that was counterproductive. We had to be filled in on everything and vote, and it felt like we didn't have a say in the process. So I appreciate that the mayor heard that, and Darlene said that's customary in other towns, that there's a planning board representative. So we'll probably be meeting monthly.
That's the ambitious goal. I
The
suspect
ambitious
it will
goal,
be,
yes.
I think it'll be half that, but
Yeah.
let's see what we get.
I think it's very helpful, and it was helpful to have people on who've sat in the past, who sort of have sat on some of these hearings and remember applications and can fill in some blanks about relevant applications.
What is the deadline for our fourth round?
Well, the deadlines are all moving. It's sort of, the one that we really have to really be concerned about is next January. Because next January, we not only have to have our numbers, if they don't give us a number, we have to estimate what our number is. And then we have until the end of February to pass all the resolutions codifying that by the end of February. So we have to backtrack to figure out how it's going to take, how long it's going to take.
So there's a lot of action going on, but you have an estimate on numbers yet? I mean, have you guys talked about it, or is it too
Yeah, but you know what?
too early to ask? Too early to
There's
ask?
vague numbers, there's too preliminary for
It's
us to say.
speculation, the whole format of the plan is changing, so everything is new.
So we're going to have, so we don't know how they're going to treat our RDP, which is our realistic development. So, I think, you know, it's going to, I didn't want to speculate.
Yeah,
I don't want to put you on the
we
spot.
should
Right,
speculate.
and then the other thing that we have to worry about is that according to the state legislation, whatever number our aspirational number was going to be, they're going to tack on the 25% difference between what our RDP was and our aspirational number is. So if there's a 400-unit difference between what they come out with because of, you know, what's really developable versus what they want us to do, and it was a 400-unit difference, they'll tack an extra 100 on. So we have to make sure that we're realistic about not only where we end up, but where they're starting. So we have to provide them with information and come up with a real number.
I think we're going to be very proactive from what it looks like and prepare way in advance.
Okay.
But, yeah, details we can...
And this dialogue
There's no
continues?
details to go into.
Continues with the state, or is this a dialogue that is finished at a certain point? Is there a continued dialogue?
It's up
There's
in the
a
air.
process. There's a
Well, that's what I'm
process.
asking.
No,
So it's a
no.
process or dialogue, same?
The issue is that even some of our plans that we come up with, if we come up with them, let's say that every one of the 594, whatever the number of municipalities in New Jersey, submit our numbers at one time. Then they're going to then basically this program is going to have 1 month to come up with a number from 594 different municipalities, which means that they're going to punt and they're going to delay. So we'll be in a negotiation, but we can already anticipate that, because no one wants to give the developers our number beforehand, right? Nobody would do that. So we're going to throw out the numbers, everybody will throw them out at the last possible minute, and the joke we were having is that every single municipality is going to have a mysteriously special meeting that last day.
Right.
Right?
That's why
And so every town will put it through, and then, you know, the program, this new governing body has got 30 days. And how are they possibly going to do them all? Well, they can't. So they're going to come back to you saying, well, we're going to delay, but we're going to give you an arbitrary number. And so we're just going to go back wrestling for a long time until they're going to eventually, what we think is going to happen is they're going to go back to the state and say, you need to clarify this for us. So there's a timeline, and what reality is going to be, who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Thanks for that explanation. Thank you.
Okay.
But it does feel good to be looped in early, doesn't it, after years
Yeah,
of
sure.
being here? Okay, and a membership update. We had a new member appointed by the council, correct, Mayor Scheinfeld?
It will be tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll officially name that person, and then we can swear them in at the next
Tomorrow
meeting.
on a Wednesday? Oh, you mean you're going to swear them?
We're going to swear them in, no, at our next council meeting, which will be
Not
next
tomorrow,
week.
next week,
Sorry,
yes.
I'm losing my mind here.
Okay.
Next Tuesday, no, Janetta, there's no special meeting. So next Tuesday, is that the 7th? I think it's the 7th, we're having a meeting, and then
And then
for our next meeting, we'll
And he'll be taking an alternate place, and
Right.
Gia will be moving up to full member, so we're
Right, and
juggling
then
the
Artie
three
will move
people.
into her space, and the new person will move into Artie's space.
Right, so at the next meeting we actually have to,
Paperwork and
paperwork and
swearing.
officially appoint people
Are we
to the
swearing in
new
here?
appointment. Excuse me, I
Are you
can't.
going to swear him in here, the new member?
He'll be
Yes.
sworn in here.
Yes, we've already met with him.
Yeah.
You know him. Okay, good. I believe that's all I have on my end. Oh, and we will also be switching to YouTube recordings as of our next meeting, because we are told it's really going to help with our sound, our audio, our visual, and the council. It worked well last time,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, and
So-
since we don't allow anybody to call in anyway, it's not going to be any different for us.
For us, it won't be
We're here.
different. And because Tanya has nothing else to do, she's ready to learn a new system. And we'll have a short, probably, sorry, Ed.
Are we making any progress on the audio?
Well, that's the whole
That's-
point. The
that's
whole
the
point
point.
is that we're getting away from the Zoom that we were using because of audio issues, and we're just going to go right to YouTube, which, for the council's perspective, we have had no problems with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it should help a lot. And people will just have to subscribe to the channel that want to watch, correct? For the
We don't have to
public?
subscribe to it, you just have to be able to know how to find us, so. it won't be that
Okay,
difficult.
okay, well, maybe helpful for the public to know how to.
Well, it'll be,
watch.
well, you're going to put the link, it's going to be on the agenda anyway.
On the new
Won't be
agenda.
on this
Yeah, you'll have
next
to.
Right,
agenda.
the agenda's
It'll be
very full.
publicized, it'll be publicized,
And if they can't get enough of this stuff, they can subscribe.
like the three of us that do. Also, we may have a short discussion at the next meeting about our process of deeming applications complete. Like today, we had to come in to deem applications complete and hold a meeting even though we didn't have a hearing. That's not so bad because we haven't met for a month, but generally to come in and have applicants pay for professionals to come when we're only deeming applications complete is not what most other towns do. They actually, Chris, correct, have the engineer deem applications complete. But I do think we have to discuss this because we had this process, Naima had said it really is the board's job to deem an application complete, and that would help with some issues we were having. So now that we have a new attorney on board, I think we can discuss it again. And that's all I have. So if there's nothing else, I'll take a motion. Oh, and the next meeting will be?
The next meeting is May 9th, so I have your packets ready here. Just take the 11 Ellen Court with you from Chris, the completeness review, so you could put this with the application and then review it at home.
You'll take that along with your packets at home?
Yes.
Yes.
And I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Sorry, I was a little discombobulated before. About the, so you were not here March 26th, right?
I was not.
Okay, that's when we voted on
The resolution.
The vote
the
says-
resolution, yes. We voted on the resolution 307 Evergreen Street. They came, I just checked, they came February 8th and March 14th, and then we voted on March 26th. That's what it says in the minutes,
We
too.
voted on the resolution March 26th, and we
Yeah,
revised it.
but we're re-voting on the same resolution.
voting on the
So I have to have the
resolution,
same
not the vote.
people, I'm assuming, right, that voted on,
You can have a new vote because it's a new.
I could take a whole new
it's
vote then?
revised resolution, but it's a new
Okay.
document.
Okay, all right, that's where I was a little confused,
Yeah.
because you weren't here for the
You were
vote?
here to vote on the application.
I was here to vote on the application.
so-
On the application, yes. The resolution, now I have a different thing, so I just wanted to make sure.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So we're
And
clear.
Tanya,
with
you
ta-
said take 11,
Just 11
Chris's
Ellen.
review, Chris's review of 11 Ellen. That's all you need.
Yep, and then everything else you can put back in your packets for me, and I will give them to you on the, I think it's the 28th. And then when you leave today, I have everybody's packets here, and I do need, I think, a couple signatures from the chairwoman and the secretary for this resolution.
Okay, we will sign that in a moment. Our next meeting is May 28th, 2024.
May
May-
9th.
No, May,
I keep thinking, I'm sorry,
Next week.
I'm away with kids all week. May 9th, I'm jumping ahead. May 9th, sorry, Thursday, May 9th, next Thursday. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Is that adjourn? Everyone second. Mr. Alter second. Excuse me? Oh, yes, I guess I should have opened to the public before we make the motion. Is that- do I have to do that? Do I have to do that? Okay. We are not, we did not accept that motion to adjourn. I told you I'm new. Motion to strike. Don't tell my dad. Thank you. All right, we will now open the meeting to the public. Is there anyone from the public wanting to come forward to comment?
Somebody comes in.
He throws me off. Seeing none, close the meeting to the public, and now I'll take, our next meeting will be on May 9th, 2024. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Mayor Scheinfeld is down there. Do I have a second? Dan Friedman? Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Is this,